I've been getting hit up with a lot of questions. One about my process, which I'm very open about my process here, but also the process in which I release songs, more specifically, how I've partnered up with some of these major tech companies like YouTube and Facebook and put music into the audio libraries. And the main question I'm always getting from folks is, why on earth would you give that to YouTube or give that to Facebook? So I just thought I'd address that real quick and kind of backtrack a little bit. When I first started working with YouTube and putting music in the YouTube audio library, I had never made that many tracks in my life. Before that, it would take me years to make an album. You know, I would sit there and nitpick it and just try to be a perfectionist when it came to putting out a record that eventually nobody ever heard. And when the opportunity to do music for YouTube came about, I started thinking, this is the largest streaming platform in the world. It should be known that it is significantly larger than any of those companies in regards to streaming music. And the fact that I was going to be able to do some work with one of the biggest companies in the world, and I was going to be given credit for my music, that seemed like the most important thing to me. But anytime I finished a track, I would come to this point where I would be like, this is like one of the coolest things I've ever made. Why on earth would I give this to YouTube when I could put it out on my own record? And then I had to remind myself, well, one, nobody was listening to me. And two, every time I say that to myself, I'm essentially telling myself that I'm not going to make something better than that. And I never want to feel that way. I only want to feel like I'm going to continue to make better and better music, and my production's going to get better, and my ears are going to get better, and my musical chops are going to get better. It's just about getting better. And that's part of the reason why I do these live streams in front of you, and I don't have any problem showing you what I'm doing, because it kind of holds me accountable to just keep peeling back the onion, keep digging deeper. So back to the YouTube thing, you know, why not give this company my best tracks? Because millions, in fact, billions of people use their platform. And at that point, if people start to use my music in their videos, hopefully a percentage of people that see these videos will want to seek out the music further. And I think that is, in fact, how you found my music, at least some of you. And at that point, you're just kind of removing the company from the equation altogether. And what's really cool is, if you think about it, it's like this alternate music ecosystem, right? So traditionally you have like record labels and you have radio play and then synchronization with films and all that stuff, and it's a lot of money being exchanged, and then eventually the artist owes a lot of money back to these companies before they can make any money off of it, and the music is consumed by people that are just there to consume music through the traditional route, like radio and movies. So if you think about it like that, though the selection of music is limited in the YouTube audio library or the Facebook sound collection, the people that are using the music in those videos are in fact choosing that music. It's not a record label, it's not the radio station playing it over and over and telling you that it's good and telling you that this should be popular. It is you that decides whether this music is worthy in being your videos or not. And that is cool, you know? It's like, this is the people's music, and this is why I called that album in 2019 People Music. I wanted the people to choose the music that went on that album, just the same way that you choose to use the music in your videos. And that is what's so exciting to me. It's that my music is being heard by millions of people across the world on all these different social media platforms because the people chose to feature my music in there. And then, you know, to flip it, like on the artist side, I mean, that's the best publicity in the world, right? So that's why I have, you know, worked with these companies and have no problem making my best shit and putting it out there so it's free for you guys to use.